Mr. Murthy, I do want to talk about your personal ethos, work ethics, as well as your leadership style, sir. How would you describe your leadership style?
My leadership is what I learned from reading Mahatma Gandhi, and that is leadership by example. In some way, I think Lee Kuan Yew also followed this, used the same principle. Instead of giving big sermons to people, the more effective thing is to walk the talk, practice the precept. Therefore, I have always believed that whatever values I want my younger colleagues to follow, I should first follow them and demonstrate its benefit to them, and they will automatically follow. That, in essence, I could sum it up. It is the leadership by example in all aspects of values which require sacrifice, which require hard work, which require good work ethic, which require discipline, etc., etc. That is it.
Just to follow up on that, what kind of leader were you in 1981? And what kind of leader were you in 2014 by the time you retired?
That's a good question. Well, I think in some way I have continued to be the same kind of leader because most of my lessons came from my parents, my high school teachers, and my bosses in India and abroad. I learned extraordinary values from these people, and I put them into practice right from 1981. However, you will have to take some tough decisions when you're going through this journey. So, when you take those tough decisions, some people may have gotten hurt justifiably, and they may be unhappy with me. That's quite possible. Therefore, I would not claim that I remain as popular a leader as I was in 81. But that popularity was to a small group of 6 other youngsters or 100 other people when I used to be the general manager of the company. But today, it's a large number. First of all, it's probably about 200,000 when I retired at Infosys, and in the country I speak to hundreds of thousands of people, and maybe therefore millions of people. So some of these statements that I make in terms of discipline, in terms of moonlighting, etc., they may not please some of the youngsters at this point of time. So therefore, they may not like it.
You don't like the debate of the future of work post the pandemic, it's going to change, work-life balance, because I personally grapple with it as well, feeling the burnout. What are your thoughts on that? Work from home.
No, I am not a fan of work from home. I think home is for family and work is in the office. I want our youngsters, my fervent plea to our youngsters is to realize that they are living in an era where there is a possibility for India to move up even higher in various rankings, and therefore they should not worry about hard work. They should put in hard work, they should be disciplined, they should have good values and all of that. So that's the way I look at it.
Mr. Murthy, finally, the classic question that I have to end with is, what do you want your legacy to be? How do you want to be remembered as we wrap up?
I want to be known as a fair person. All my life, I have tried to be a fair person. Fairness is following the golden rule. Do unto others what you want them to do unto you. Fairness also means taking decisions based on data and facts. Fairness also means judging a transaction rather than judging a person. And I hope I have been successful in all the transactions. I may not have been, because I may have missed a few, but I would want to be known as, here lies a man who was fair.